We've been following this breaking news this morning. Nearly 9,000 Colorado grocery workers walked off their jobs early this morning and onto the picket lines. The strike has been planned for several weeks. It started about 4 hours ago. This is a live look at the King Soopers in Glendale, one of 78 stores affected across Colorado. There has been a lot of back and forth between King Soopers and the union. 9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor joins us this morning to help break down some of the issues at stake. Whitney, good morning.
Hey, Gary, good morning. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. So what are some of the issues in this dispute?
Yeah, some of it's garden variety. I mean, the union wants essentially higher wages. They want to eliminate the two-tier pay structure that is implemented. So employees before 2005 are paid 1 cent, and after 2005, they're paid something else. They're really concerned about the safety in both pandemic and COVID related, but also the rise in crime. They feel they're not being protected. Now, the union says the King Soopers is seeking unacceptable concessions, including capping the amount of sick leave. And now King Soopers, on the other hand, is saying, hey, we've put in $170 million in wage increases. It would put everybody to start at about $16 an hour, and it would also give them $4,000 sort of bonuses if you have 10 or more years. So King Soopers is saying, hey, we're being fair, but really it's a matter of money and some of these terms and conditions of their employment.
So, as we know, it is a tight labor market right now. Everybody's looking for employees. So, given that and the fact that the economy is just kind of coming around from the pandemic, are you surprised that this ended up in a strike?
You know, I actually am a little bit surprised because it is such a tight labor market and employees are in high demand. And so, you know, a strike is kind of the last resort. And so I am a little bit surprised. I read earlier that there were King Soopers wanted to actually engage a federal mediator, a third party, to help them resolve it. And the union apparently said, no, we don't even want to work with a mediator. So that was a little bit, I guess, discouraging because even if you are frustrated in the process, a mediator is the one person who can help get it done.
Why do you think that happened? Why do you think the union decided to reject the mediator?
You know, I've been thinking about that. It could be a psychological warfare, but I think it also kind of shows that they were predetermined or premeditated that they were going to strike. I mean, it seems like they wanted sort of all or nothing, because to just walk away from the negotiation table and a mediator, that's a voluntary process. Nobody's going to order them to do anything. They can just go, and if they don't like the terms, they can walk away. And they didn't even show up to the table.
Yeah, interesting. Well, maybe there's still hope they will. So I thought it was interesting that only some of the King Soopers stores are on strike right now. For instance, the ones in Colorado Springs, the employees are not striking. So what's that all about?
Right. So not all individual King Soopers are actually unionized. So I think Lafayette and Erie, they're not unionized out there. And also some of the city market locations, their contracts expire later this month. So some of those folks whose contract hasn't expired, some of those unions, they're not participating. So this is only for the folks, the unions whose contract expired on January 8th. Which is about 8,400 employees over 78 stores.
Okay. I hope you have your bread and milk, because it's going to be harder to get that stuff now.
I know. I got to get some almond milk.
There you go. All right. Whitney Traylor, as always, nice to see you. Thanks for your expertise. We appreciate it.
Sure thing. Good to be here.